Reading skill, deduce, infer, conclude. These three words describe what our minds do constantly. We observe facts and figure out other things that must also be true. Some inferences we make are obviously true, but others can be wrong.
Causes of floods. Floods are second only to fire as the most common of all natural disasters. They occur almost everywhere in the world, resulting in widespread damage and even death. Consequently, scientists have long tried to perfect their abilities to predict floods. So far, the best that scientists can do is to recognize the potential for flooding in certain conditions. There are a number of conditions, from deep snow on the ground to human error, that causes flooding. When deep snow melts, it creates a large amount of water. Although deep snow rarely causes floods, when it occurs together with heavy rain and a sudden warmer weather, it can lead to a serious flooding. If there is a fast snow melt on top of frozen or very wet ground, flooding is more likely to occur than when the ground is not frozen. Frozen ground or ground that is very wet and already saturated with water cannot absorb the additional water created by the melting snow. Melting snow also contributes to high water levels in rivers and streams. Whenever rivers are already at their full capacity of water, heavy rains will result in the rivers overflowing and flooding the surrounding land. Rivers that are covered in ice can also lead, when ice begins to melt, the surface of the ice cracks and breaks into large pieces. These pieces of ice move down the river. They can form a dam in the river, causing water behind the dam to rise and flood the land upstream. If the dam breaks suddenly, then a large amount of water held behind the dam can flood the areas downstream too. Broken ice dams are not the only problems that cause flooding. When a large human-made dam breaks or fails to hold the water collected behind it, the results can be devastating. Dams contain such huge amounts of water behind them that when sudden breaks occur, the destructive force of the water is like a great unleashing. Dam waters can travel tens of kilometers, cover the ground in meters of mud and debris, and drown and crush every single thing and creature in the path. Although scientists cannot predict exactly when floods can occur, they do know a great deal about when floods are likely or probably going to occur. Deep snow, ice-covered rivers, and weak dams are all strong conditions for potential flooding. Hopefully, the knowledge of why floods can happen will help us reduce the damage that they cause.
Now we have the vocabulary words. First, we have the noun for fluid, which has the verb fluid and the adjective fluid, and it does not have an adverb form. Then we have the noun deep, which does not have a verb form. It has two adjective forms that are deeper and deepest, and it doesn't have an adverb form. Then we have the noun devastation, which has the verb form devastate, two adjective forms that are devastating and devastated, and the adverb form devastatingly. Then we have the noun melt that has the same verb form, melt, the adjective form melted, and the adverb form meltingly. Then we have the noun creation that has the verb form create, the adjective form creative, and the adverb form creatively. Then we have the noun form rare that does not have a verb form. It has two adjective forms that are rarer and rarest. And it has the adverb form rarely. Then the noun form like, which has the same verb form like, and it does not have an adjective form, and it has the adverb form likely. Then we have the noun potential, which does not have neither verb nor adjective form, but it has the adverb form potentially. Then we have the noun hopeful, which has the same verb form. It does not have an adjective form, and it has the adverb form hopefully. For last, we have the noun leader, which has the verb form lead, and the same for the adjective form.
So now I'm going to tell you how the reading skill deduce, infer, and conclude is used in the reading causes of flutes. Well, we must know that deduce, infer, and conclude are concepts pretty similar. Well, in the reading causes of flutes, we can see how the reading skill deduce, infer, and conclude is used. The reading gives us some facts about the flutes and their main causes, and the author deduces that all those facts will help to reduce the damage that the flutes cause.
Comprehension activity. The first question is, which of the following are included as cause for floods in this reading passage? The correct answer is melting snow. Second question, how does deep snow cause flooding? And the correct answer is that southern warm temperatures combined with heavy rains cause flooding, freezing water cause flooding. And the third question is, a broken human-made dam is compared to what? The correct answer is a tidal wave.
Okay, so here we have the vocabulary activity. There is 6 questions. The first one is his daughter sent a blank space or warmed up her neck and into her face. The answer is C, there is flute. The second one, he stood there trying to take a blank space, breaths knowing he'd lost his cool. The answer is D, the letter A. The third one, it was more than confirming she wanted to blank space against him and stayed there. The answer is C, there is melt. The fourth one is the morning wind forever blows. The poem of blank space is uninterrupted, but few are the ears that hear it. The answer is B, there is creation. The fifth one, she was also able to turn objects into something else. A blank space talent. The letter A, rare. The sixth is the blank space effects of these civil wars were most disastrous the trade and the prosperity of Hugh Shaw. The answer is A, devastating.